How should people in peripheral come out to become a leader?
Those who work within their periphery, as you are saying, individual performers, that's what you're talking. Those who want to perform individually and are performers, and they are performers, they know that they are performers, and they really are acknowledged performers. We're talking about them. Because there are also people who say that I'm an individual performer, but you really don't get anything out of them. But there are people who are acknowledged individual performers. They never aspired to become leaders. We talked about Tendulkar just now, one of the reasons. I've had occasion to work with many very dedicated, nerds and geeks, as you call those who are involved in their own worlds, their individual performers, and then they don't care about the rules, regulations, and how it is to be. They know what they're supposed to do, and they are fully dedicated to that. They are not the one who want the leadership. But here is an interesting thing about that. Many times they also do not want somebody else to leader telling them that what you should do. I know my job. Why are you telling me? And then it's the skill of that leader about how do you get best out of this person, even if he is not listening to you, and he is not a leader either, and he is not a follower. He is just a performer. So I think the leader has to identify that and say, let them perform the way they perform. And then it is an art, not a science, that you identify when will they deliver, what is the time, and because you have to make commitments. You can't keep it open-ended. If it is research, it's a different thing. But when it's a business, there are commitments and there are targets, there are goals. So you have to work out, you have to apply your skill and your mind about, when I think that he can complete his task, and then accordingly you make the commitment. It's not every time you go correct in your assessment, and many times you fail. But you also have to know as a leader how to recover. And that recovery process has to be so smooth that nobody will doubt, that you had this intention, that intention, or you had some problems. Nobody will even notice that. So I think individual performers, you have to get their team members, get the work done from them, depend on them, have full faith in them, in what they are saying, apply your correction factors to what they are saying from the business perspective, not from technology perspective. Because if you apply that correction factor from technology perspective, they will become extremely angry. They don't want that challenge to be given. It's somebody to challenge that, somebody who doesn't know. So you have to remember that, apply that correction factor and convert that. And let them be team persons. They cannot be leaders, that's okay. But in different sense, they are leaders. Because without them, you can't meet the project deadlines.